Hi everyone! Today I want to share with you some small projects or some embellishments that I created, and for all of these I was inspired by some wonderful crafters here on YouTube. First of all, I want to start with these charms that I created, and for these I was inspired by Liz Russell, and she uploaded a tutorial on how to create these wonderful charms, and she used these book plates by Tim Holtz. And thank you so much for the inspiration and for the amazing tutorial, Liz. I really enjoyed watching, and I really had a lot of fun creating these. These are very expensive in the Netherlands, so I wanted to think of another way to create these, and I figured that I maybe could use my Spellbinders die, so that's what I did. And I used this one, and I don't have the package anymore. It has been in my stash for quite a while, but I will look for the item number and I will put it in the screen right here. So I used this one, and I used some cereal boxes, and I cut it out 3 times and adhered it together to make it quite sturdy. And on top of this one I used my oval Spellbinders die, and I traced the outside of the die 3 times, and I adhered it together, and it became quite sturdy. So this is how I created it, and this is how it turned out. And oops, I'm sorry, let me move this out of the way so hopefully my camera will focus a little bit better. And this is the back side, and here you can see the 2 different dyes that I used, and I painted it with pink acrylic paint, and I went over everything with gesso mixed with sand. And I used an image from the Fairy Rhymes collection, and I used some glossy accents, and I used some glitter as well. And I used my pearl pen along the edges to create some pearls, and here as well. And all the flowers are from Lavish Laces, and this is a 1-inch open rose, and these are the 15mm open roses, and some hip rosebuds. And I went over the flowers with the gesso mixed with sand as well, and some stickles. So I hope the camera picks it up. And I used these fish hooks from my husband. And here I have my little dangle charm with some beads and bead caps from my stash, and a clock charm. So this is the first one that I created, and here's the second one. And I did the same thing. I took some cereal boxes and I cut it out 3 times, and I painted it with blue acrylic paint, and I also used my pearl pen. And here is a small bow from a lace from Lavish Laces with a flat back pearl in the center, and a 1-inch open rose and some hip rosebuds. And here's my dangle. And I think these are really nice to include as a gift when you're sending a rack or a swap package. So these are the 2 charms that I created, inspired by Liz Russell. And the next thing that I did, I love to crochet in the evening, and this is what I created. And I used some of these bracelets. I purchased these at a local store, and for these I was inspired by Rosanna, and she is Creative Zoe here on YouTube, and I will put the link to her video where she shows these crochet frames in the description box below. And this is the first one that I created. I just used some fluffy yarn, and it's really soft, and this can be used as a photo frame, or maybe I will embellish it with some flowers and make it like a hanger or something like that. And here's another one that I created, and I used some pink yarn, and for this one I used my 3mm crochet hook. And here's another one that I created, and I'm definitely going to create some more. Thank you so much for the inspiration, Rosanna. And I also made quite a few of these doilies, and For these doilies I was inspired by Patricia, and she is Pet S here on YouTube, and I'm sure a lot of you already know her because she's really supportive. She watches a lot of YouTube videos and she leaves a lot of comments to everyone's video. So thank you so much for the inspiration, Patricia. And she has a series of tutorials on crochet doilies, so I followed the series and I absolutely love the videos. So I used different types of yarn and different sizes of crochet hooks, and they are the same pattern but the sizes are different. So I used some pink yarn for this one, and I used some light brown or tan colored yarn for this one, or for these ones I should say. And here you can see the difference. I used a 3mm hook for this one and a 2.5mm hook for this one, so they turn out a little bit different. And I made a whole bunch of them. I also made some in baby pink and in white, and these are all with yarn. And I also used some cotton, some crochet cotton, to create some more of these, and they are a lot smaller in size, and I think they're absolutely cute. And I really love making these, so I made a whole bunch of them, and I'm going to send them out to a friend or to some friends. I'm going to make some more. And last but not least, I have another doily, and this is also inspired by Patricia, and she also has a tutorial on this one, and I really enjoyed creating this one as well. And it looks kind of hard, but it's quite easy to make, so her instructions are really easy to follow. And for all of these I used the thin cotton, the crochet cotton, because I don't think they will turn out very nice when I use yarn. And I used a 1.25mm hook for this one, so a really small crochet hook. So I have a few in white, and I think they look a little bit like snowflakes. And I also have a few in the off-white color. So yeah, that's what I've been up to, and I want to thank all the ladies for the inspiration and for taking the time to upload a tutorial. And I really like doing these. So this is my small project share, and I want to thank you all so much for watching. I hope you are all having a wonderful week, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.